How's it everyone, this is Lolcohol with a quick update to the Kinetic Fusillade Warden. Good news is that nothing has changed, the build's still absolutely fine, it's performing as well as expected. I'm going to break this up into offense, defense, and then just like general things to look at. Oh, and in terms of my progression, 78 out of 100, I've done my Eater Exarch over here. I'm en route to do my Maven and my Shaper and Elder, and then I've also done Moment of Loneliness. In terms of damage, first thing I want to point out, Immolate Support. With this, supported skills deal added fire damage against burning enemies. With this, if you're going to use this, you need to make sure that you have a source of fire damage somewhere on your build. Anger or a bit of fire damage on your wand or gloves. And we're critting a lot, you are going to be igniting, so it'll be fine. You just need to make sure that you have some fire damage on your build for this. The next thing is to do with your tornado and positioning. There's kind of a sweet spot you'll feel with this skill where you kind of want to be standing in between the boss and the tornado. So you're like semi up close, but you want to have like, let's say the boss and then the tornado and then you will feel this sweet spot. And when you find it, it's not hard to do, but just make sure you're doing it with tornado because you get a lot of damage by being up close. So if you've been feeling like you're not getting that like burst damage that I showed, just make sure that your positioning is like I've been showing. The next thing is with the Taming, the ring. This thing is already dropped down in price quite drastically. It was way more expensive. You can use this. This is really good for your damage. However, you don't have to. The build has plenty of damage. So, for example, I've opted for an Amethyst ring instead with some Chaos Res and Energy Shield. Another important one is the non-channeling skills have minus mana cost. I need to get this up to 7, but the thing is, if we are going for an imbued gem, which I will speak about in a sec, that's going to push up the mana cost of the skill higher. Leech makes this fairly irrelevant. It's mostly a non-issue, but this can help ease that mana cost. Obviously, also getting the helmet implicit, and then this point on your tree, my mana cost is now 10. So even without this, I would be fine. But if you're, let's say, struggling with Chaos Res or Resistance, attributes, accuracy, all of that, feel free to use a ring. A rare ring instead of the Taming. But if you are using the Taming and you're fitting it in fine, great. Now let's speak about Imbuements because there are a lot that are really good. On my first one, I hit level 1 Immolate, which is pretty useless. I actually just bought an Unbound Ailments one, but let me go over some of the other ones that are really, really good. So increased critical damage, 100 crit multi, huge. Increased critical strikes, 60% crit and +2 base crit. This is amazing. Another really good one is going to be Concentrated Effect for 25% more area damage. These ones are quite expensive. All of these ones I've listed here are potential options that are really good. If you're wondering why there are all these gems here, these ones that are good options. I'm actually now using an Unbound Ailments. This one gives us 35% increased duration of ailments inflicted with supported skills. So getting longer shocks, freezes, all of these ones are going to be good. And there's probably even more than this that are good. So keep a lookout, and maybe even what you can do is you can go over to Lily and you can just read through the support gems and see like, oh wait, that one actually might be good, that one might be good. In terms of ones that are complete bricks, elemental focus, this one is RIP over here because then you can't inflict ailments, also controlled destruction. This one is also a brick. For this, I'm recommending use the Coin of Knowledge because there are a lot of good blue gems, but see what you can get. Many of them are going to be very good. Okay, now onto the defensive stuff. One of the big questions I got is, when should I swap out of Bark Skin and into the main Ascendancy? So I say, stay with Bark Skin and Lesson of the Seasons if you feel like you have enough damage. So for me, I stuck with these until probably the start of red maps. Then I swapped Lesson of the Seasons. I swapped this one out into Oath of Winter. As for allocating Avatar of the Wilds and removing Bark Skin, I wanted to kind of have a checklist. So instead of having it like vibe space, just say, if you have, let's say when you have 3,500 life and 1,500 ES, around there, it doesn't have to be exact, having about 1,200 or 15,000-ish evasion rating with Flasks off, with Flasks up, if you can get it to like 15k, that's going to be good. Then also you want to have the Endurance charge every 15 seconds on your chest with the Mastery up here. So you have your endurance charges and also physical damage taken as lightning. Make sure you have that. Next is having at least one energy shield per enemy hit with attacks duel. If you can get Storm Drinker, that's way better. but for now, just something like this helps. Then the other thing is spell suppression cap. Definitely make sure your spell suppression is capped. You might want to also check in PoB just so that you're not getting baited by Revenge of the Hunted where you think you're suppression capped, but you're not. And then other thing is Ghost Dance and Soul Thief. This is very good for ES recovery in maps and for Ghost Dance. The reason that I say try to have like 15,000 evasion rating is that with this, when you do get hit, you'll gain back. If you have 15,000 evasion rating, you get back about 450 ES per hit. So that's about a third of your pool. So that is kind of my checklist. If you have all of those, then I say go Avatar of the Wilds. Other thing is Flasks. Don't overlook your flasks. Lots of people do. These are so important. Divine Life Flask with instant recovery when on low life and immunity to bleeding. Also make sure that you do this over here, capture Merveiled the Returned. If you want to know where this is, it is in Underground Sea. You can always type in a boss's name here, Merveil, and then it'll show you which map she's in, Underground Sea. So she's there. That'll give you your phrase immunity. So with this and the Leper's Arms, you're effectively ailment immune. Then as for your other flasks, the suffixes we're looking for are crit chance, movement speed, and evasion rating. Best prefix is going to be one like this, chance to gain a charge on crit, but other ones that are good are like increased charge recovery or duration early on. Now, another good way to get your energy shield up is just getting a decent body armor, 6 link. So what you want to do, I can actually show you on the trade site. You're going to go up here, body armor, and then you can go armor filters, let's say socket filters, 6 link. Also in miscellaneous, you can say corrupted, no. Maybe you also don't want to see any fractured ones, turn that off. What we're looking for is an energy shield and evasion. So open up armor, go energy shield and evasion, and this will bring up all of these. So these ones are actually really cheap already, but the thing is, we want to look for preferably a decent base. So what that looks like is this. So you can actually hop over to PoE Wiki, just type in body armor, it'll bring up a full list, and then you can go to dexterity and intelligence and scroll down, and the ones near the bottom, these ones are going to be the better ones, necrotic armor being the best. I think I went with a, what did I get, Torturer Garb. That's a good base. If you can get any one of these 3, that's going to be fine as a starter chest, but we can type that in there. So we go up here and then we go Torturer Garb. These are 45C, 60C, so they're not super cheap. So you could even say like Sanguine Raiment, and then buy 20C is fine. So you could get one like this for 20C. This is really nice. The way I crafted mine, this one's kind of bad, is I just went to the crafting bench and I did Reforged Defense until I got something usable, and that's it. Reforged Defense. Alternatively, what you could do is maybe grab some essences, like a Resistance Essence or an Essence of Envy for a bit of Chaos Res, and just use a few until you get something that is just like functional. We're looking for a high evasion rating and energy shield as much as you can get, and then those implicits are really important. So in terms of defense, there you go. This one's really good. The other thing in terms of defenses is which map mods you're running. So there are some map mods that are just 100% out. You do not run those because it either breaks your build or will instantly kill you. But there are others that I put in a category of do not run more than one of these at the same time. So the ones that we do not want to run, and I'll create a regex for this, reflects elemental damage. This is bad. Phys reflect, you can kind of, it's all right, but it's a little bit scary. These two are just no-nos. Cannot leech. This is a huge no-no. This is our like primary recovery layer, so we do not want to take that. You can technically run it because we do have some flat leech from like this, but it's really not enough to feel good. So cannot leech, that one, big no-no. The damage is extra chaos. This one I tend to avoid when my chaos resistance is below 0%, so you can take these ones out. I would say the rest are mostly okay. Poison, again, this one's kind of scary if you have no chaos res, but I would say the rest are okay. But these ones are like the big hell no, do not run these. So I'll add this as a regex. I'll put that in the description. I'll probably also put it in the mobalytics guide. But now the ones that you do not want to run more than one of, these ones, damage is extra. These are really, really scary. If you have like damage extra cold and damage extra lightning, this can get you killed. That happened to me. Additional projectiles can be very scary, but I mean, if I had these two together, that's when you start going like, should I re-roll this map? That's kind of scary. Oh, Another one that you do not want to run is avoid ailments. This is another big no-no that you do not want to run ever, because it bricks your freeze, it bricks your ignite, so you're not getting the damage from your immolates. You're also not shocking, so we'll add that one in there. Those are the main ones that I'm skipping. Just so you see, I am at 13 deaths at level 94. I had 3 deaths up to 90, and then quite a few yesterday pushing into reds with like the corrupted ones, where I had to just say like, all right, I'm gonna run this rather scary map. So I'm trying to not be salty about everyone who said that the build is squishy, ZHP 6 portal defenses, because obviously it isn't, but I'm trying to get people out of this mentality of Phys max hit. Like, there's this obsession with Phys max hit, and there's just this single layer of a full rounded defensive system, and people think like Phys max hit's the only thing that matters. So hopefully you watched the previous video where I went over the defense and explained it, and that's why I'm able to not die constantly up till level 94. A couple of other smaller things. So people have been asking about early Anoints before you get Hasty Demise. It shouldn't be too expensive. You really should try and get this, but other people have said they went for Ash, Frost, and Storm. This one's really nice for a little bit of extra elemental damage and increased effect of non-damaging ailments. There's probably plenty of other ones scattered around the tree. Elemental Focus might be another one for increased duration of ailments and elemental damage. That's another nice one. I haven't gone through the whole tree, so I don't know exactly. Divine Judgment, that's another nice one for increased elemental damage. And last thing. People asking about quality. What should I add quality first? Kinetic Fusillade, very important. Huge damage per quality. Next thing is your Laceration support. Getting even more Laceration over there for quality. And the next thing you want to quality up is your Assassin's Mark. The quality on this allows you to get power charges on bosses, so you definitely want to be using this as well. As for your frenzy charges, when you get this mastery, chance to gain a frenzy charge when you hit your marked enemy, you must drop Blood Rage so that you're not bleeding out your energy shield constantly, as well as your life. I think that's it. If you missed the full build guide, please go watch it. All the information is there. But have a wonderful day. Stay safe. I'm going to be live as soon as this video goes up. Catch you later. Take care. Bye-bye.